Welcome back, my friends. We're back in the studio and I have a very special message today. So for the last 3 days, or maybe 4 days, me and Maya have been traveling and I've been seeing 444 all over the place. And I got this message, make a video for your people. Talk about this. And I don't know where this message will take us, but I'm open. My heart is open and I want to give you a message of 444. So if you've been seeing number 444 recently, this is a very special message for you. And I will be sharing this with the painting called the Spirit Guide. I just felt I need to connect it because it will support the message and, well, enjoy in the process. So if you've been feeling like your journey is changing, maybe you're leveling up, maybe it's time of a huge transition, or you're maybe changing a job or moving to a new place or getting, to some closures with certain people in your life, most probably you've been also doubting your path a little bit. You've been questioning a little bit everything you've been doing. And when we subconsciously start questioning something, we are also sending a message to the universe that we need some support, we need some guidance, or we need some reassurance that the universe will tell us, or the God will tell you that you're doing the right thing. And when signs appear, firstly, they're signs of alignment. Doesn't matter what kind of sequence you're seeing, 1111 or 222, 323, 444, whatever you're seeing, every time you start seeing synchronicities and this kind of messages, first of all, the fundamental meaning is your energy is aligned and you are on the right track. Then we go deeper, and today we are going into number 444. So if you've been wondering a little bit where your path is taking you, are you on a soul contract? Are you on a mission? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? How many of you have been wondering this? Because we are in the most changing times. We are in times of biggest changes in history. So we are in quite of exciting times. But you need to know that it's okay if you're questioning your journey because so much is changing. And sometimes you just don't feel sure. Like I had few days. Just a few days ago, I've been through days where I've been questioning everything I'm doing and I've been falling back into my conditioned self. And only when I return back into my true self, I can recognize, okay, this was my ego. My ego is going through kind of a, change. I've been losing trust here and there. And then when I return back to my heart, I recognize, oh, I just have love and kindness towards myself. So you see, it's okay to feel like you're not sure. It's okay to feel like you're doubting a little bit. But never take it as a source of truth, because it's not. It's just some echo of the past. If you've been seeing 444, it's a sign the universe has heard you. The universe has noticed you have doubts because you're leveling up your life. You're moving onto a higher frequency, onto a higher plane of existence. So it's okay that you're questioning it a little bit. It's unfamiliar. You see, ego loves familiar because that's when it can have a control over what is going on. But when you move into the unfamiliar, it's new, it's unknown. So obviously it will go like, oh, something is wrong because I don't have things under control anymore, because I'm not sure anymore if I'm still okay, if I will still survive. Soul says, hey, take it easy, my friend. Take it easy, my friend. I have things under control because I'm a spark of God. I'm a spark of the divine. And God knows what He's doing. Life is already in perfect order. You already live in heaven. You just need to manifest it here. And you only manifest it through love. You manifest it through doing what you love. You manifest it through some kind of a kindness towards yourself, so you can relax more and notice what your heart whispers to you to do. What is the most necessary. So you stop fighting with existence and you start creating what you actually want to see in this world, because your soul lives in heaven, my friend. You may say this is such a hard place sometimes, and it is. That's why you shouldn't fight with it. You should go a bit higher and be inspired by a higher vision. That's why they say it's time to bring heaven on earth. It's time to see a higher vision for what your life can become, and then bring it here through inspired action. So you've been seeing 444 because it's a sign for you that you're not alone. You have support. Your ancestors in your DNA are supporting you with courage, with strength, with resilience. So when you fall into fear, it's a calling for you. Return back into trust, return back into faith, return back into the resilient self, because your ancestors have been through so much, not to see you dive into fears and doubts, but to see you persevering through faith and trust, because they've done it as well. They've been through trials, so today you can thrive. You can learn to thrive, and you can choose to thrive. You can choose to be in a state where you thrive. You can choose to be in a state where you flourish by choosing what you love, by choosing love over fear. That's how you notice that you're supported by your ancestors in your DNA. You may actually feel a deep presence of maybe certain ancestors you felt the most related to or the most connected to during this time, because we are just after the spring equinox on the northern hemisphere and the autumn equinox on the southern hemisphere. And it means that the veil between the physical and spiritual realm is very thin, which means you may have some quite of mystical experiences, which means that those who have passed into higher realms are also more connected with you right now than maybe in some other times. You can also ask them for guidance. That's why you've been seeing 444, because number 4 is firstly a sign of stability. That's why chairs have 4 legs, right? Usually. But sometimes, you know, you have 2 legs. You have 2 legs. So sometimes you still lack stability. You need to remind yourself someone has walked before you, and you can study them. You can ask them for support, and you will get some 2 extra legs that are more spiritual one to get a bit more stable, right? Someone has walked the path before you, and you can ask them for strength. Bruce Lee said, don't pray for an easy life. Pray for strength so we can endure the hard one. The truth is, pray for guidance so you can sense the aligned one, the aligned path, which will be the path that is the most right for you. And life makes no mistakes, which means that everything you've been through is only turning you towards what's the most meant for you. So what guides the stars also guides you. And because while all the planetary positions, everything works in perfect rhythm, you also work in perfect rhythm. So stop doubting yourself, because you are in a perfect rhythm with the universe. That's why you've been seeing 444, because you're in a perfect rhythm with the universe. To your ego, it may seem like it doesn't feel like that, because maybe what you wanted hasn't manifested yet, or you haven't reached what you wanted yet. Don't be confused by that, because actually everything you've been praying for exists inside of you right now. And what is the most required from you at this moment is to keep doing, to keep taking action with what calls you the most, with what feels like a loving task. If love would ask you right now, can you make me visible? What would you do? I would be doing what I'm doing right now. That's what I would do. And when I would finish this, I would go painting. That's what I would do. And when I would finish this, I would go outside and I would just go into crowded places and I would talk with strangers and I would just meeting them and I would share my light. That's what I would do. So I make sure that every single day I live my life like that, so I can live in love and I can love my life. If you've been seeing 444 these days, may this message speak to you. Fear is a veil, not a wall. You may sense it, but it's not your block. When you choose to love instead, the path clears and you will know what to do. You will know what to do. So find a way to relax more often. Because if your nervous system is under a constant pressure, it will be hard for you to sense your spiritual senses. So have daily practices that allow you to relax. Because when I relax my body, I also relax my mind, and then I don't overthink anymore. And suddenly I recognize, oh, I need to love myself a little bit more. I need to be more kind to myself. I need to, do it more frequently sometimes. Like just recently, me and Maya came from a trip. We took some time off because Maya was celebrating her birthday, and we said, let's celebrate it together. Let's celebrate our life. So we took everything. We actually take a break with everything else, and we've been just living present. And what I've noticed was that I could do it more frequently. So I've noticed, well, sometimes I was just laying down and I was being kind to myself, like, I love myself. I've noticed I still have some wounds to heal from my childhood. And I've noticed, well, I love all the versions of myself, my younger selves, all those parts of me that have been through a lot. I love all of that. And I've noticed that it's very healing. We go through seasons, and sometimes we feel like we're more aligned and sometimes we feel we're less aligned. The universe will always remind you in what kind of season you are right now. That's why you should stop rushing your life. You should stop hoping when things will change, because right now you're exactly where you need to be. Notice what is bothering you the most so you can heal it. You heal it through kindness. You heal it through love. In the previous video, I told you, find a language that's pleasant to you. Not some, sometimes people try to force some positive thinking when they truly feel miserable. But find the source of why you feel this way and see what you actually need to hear that you've never heard from anyone. Because you need to be a mentor to yourself. You need to be a guide to yourself, because you're a multidimensional being, which means partially you're evolved and partially you're still a little kid that is hurt. And sometimes you need to have this inner mentoring. The wiser you comes back to the less intelligent you and gives a genuine support and a hug to that younger you. So then you can uplift yourself and recognize that you're already made in the image of God. You're already perfect. You don't need to, fix anything. You're already perfect. So find that divine perfection once again and notice that it brings you stability. It's a source of stability. That's why I've been seeing 444, because God knows you're already perfect. You're already perfect. You just need to find this sense of perfection inside of you. Divinely perfect means you're in a constant state of becoming. So you're constantly becoming something more, and that's okay. Which means don't attach to a certain image of how you should be, but actually become aware that you're already who you are meant to be. And find a way where you can share it, where you can express it. So you're not held by fear anymore, like held back by fear anymore. You're guided by love that can be shared through you, through what you love. Like maybe you love art, maybe you love music, maybe you love coaching, maybe you love mentoring others, maybe you love your job, or even if you don't love your job, still go there like you love it. Not because, you know, whatever, but because you want to bring there your light. Because you see, there are so many stories from people who actually embrace this kind of mentality. They've started doing their best at their jobs, and in a few days they got a new job offer for actually their dream jobs. Because that's what the universe is encouraging you to do. When you are seeing 444, the universe says your path is divinely guided. I'm here supporting you, but do your best, my friend. Do your best. What does it mean? It means wherever you show up, be the best you can be. Raise your frequency and be the best you can be. Stop walking around like a zombie, like I have no life inside of you. Like I have no life inside of me. If you have no life inside of you, your cup is empty. If your cup is empty, fill it up, my friend. Fill it up, my friend. What does it mean? Well, what fills you up? What fills up your cup? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. If my cup is empty, I'm lacking nature. I'm lacking deep conversations. I'm lacking some time for myself. And I'm lacking exercise. And I'm lacking quietness. So I write down what I lack, and then I provide this to myself. Doesn't matter how busy I will be, I will set boundaries with time or whatever, and I will start, you know, taking care of these things. Because sometimes I notice my nervous system may become a bit overwhelmed if I lack too much of, you know, of what actually brings me aliveness. So this is how you stay in touch with your spiritual senses. You can read your energy. You notice when you're maybe depleting something, when you're missing something. So you then provide it to yourself. And then you see 444 as a message. You are guided. Be brave enough, my friend, because you have already what it takes, and you are supported. You're supported to take a break. You're supported to do some healing. You're supported to take a time off. Just be intentional, my friend. Just be intentional. So you don't take a time off and then you spend all the time on your phone. No, throw it away. Spend your time with your soul so you can heal and recharge. When you're seeing 444, it's also a message for you. There's no coincidences. Everything happened for a reason. Even those people who hurt you, they hurt you for a reason, because there's something you need to learn from those experiences. Because from your higher point of view, you know that you needed those hurts, so you would learn maybe to stand up for yourself, or you would gain the strength and stability and move away from those toxic people. There's a saying, some people open your hearts, those are the most loving people in our lives, and some people open our eyes, those are people who actually teach us that not all people are kind and genuine, and all are important because they all teach us something we need to know. So what is meant for you will never be lost, and what is lost was never meant to stay. Trust, release, and let love lead. This is the final message for you today. I hope you I hope you got a great value from this message, and I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. If you would like to get a print of it, go onto AttractPassion.com and type in the search the Spirit Guide. You will find different sizes of it, so check out which one resonates with you the most. You can also check all of my other paintings. This one is very special because it was a commission painting for a beautiful soul who had a very strong and spiritual connection with her horse, and she always felt that that horse was her spirit guide, and then that horse passed away, and she asked me if I could make a painting as a symbol of a spirit guide. So that painting became a symbol of a spirit guide, and so many people love it because it reminds them that they're not alone. So it's not, you know, to kind of use it as an escape from challenges, like my spirit guides will take care of me. It's for using it as a sign of strength, like I know I'm not alone in this. I will go through my challenges even though I have no idea how to deal with them. I know that at the right time the wisdom will hit me because I'm not alone. I have support, I have guidance, and I have what it takes to move through it. So, my friend, I hope you found great support with this artwork today. All of my paintings have been channeled like that, so go and check out all of my other paintings on AttractPassion.com and see which one resonates with you, because the one that does has something to give you. And also big thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content and very frequent guided meditations that I'm posting there to help you stay aligned with your path. So check it out, and my friends, till next time, one love.